Are people purposely spreading misinformation on social media, or are they just that stupid? Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be episode 9 of Fitness Discourse. My name is Wholesome Vigilante, and you can find me on Instagram and on Discord. Today, we're going to be talking about the fat acceptance community and the health at every size community, and their response to COVID-19. Because everyone's stuck at home and self-isolating, people are starting to get a little cabin fever, a little stir-crazy, and that little bit of insanity is bleeding out onto the internet. Because where else would it go? And because I'm home like a lot of you, I was able to collect some of these really wonderful gems and share this wisdom with all of you. The first one I have for you guys is this wonderful COVID-19 detox list, which includes box up old diet clothes, unfollow diet culture accounts, throw away your scale, throw out diet books and cookbooks. Who needs to cook right now when you're stuck at home? And unsubscribe from diet-related mailing lists and delete dieting apps. First off, it is 2020. Who is still subscribed to mailing lists? There are about 80 different programs out there to wipe those from your inbox. Please use them. And second off, what the hell are diet clothes? If your t-shirt is telling you to eat that extra Oreo or to put more asparagus on your plate, we have a whole different set of issues here. We also have this wonderful gem from Megan, not gonna try, but she is a registered dietitian. And Megan says, "Hi, hello there. I hope you are well, and may I gently suggest that there is nothing I could care less about seeing than you do push-ups in your Instagram story. And could you please stop?" Megan's a registered dietitian, supposed to care about your health, but could care less about your workout. And on top of that, if you look at her professional website, it lists anti-diet dietitian. If you see an oxymoron like that in a professional title, please run. Now I'll let you read these two yourself, but we have dietitians out here also saying that emotional eating in response to stress is a valid response and something you shouldn't be worried about, because it's a stressful situation and you should cope in any way you want, regardless if it's harming you. Thanks, guys. We got gems like, of course people are still talking about gaining weight, like it's the worst thing in the world during a global fucking pandemic. And critical fat activism tells us, seriously, so many of you would much prefer to be dead than fat. Good to see that even in the midst of a global pandemic, your fat phobia game is still going strong. Now here's where we differ. Because I don't think that obesity is a game. And I also don't want to die. Which is another reason I'm still focusing on being healthy and maintaining my current weight. Now, as a direct response to COVID-19, the CDC has released a list of high-risk conditions that are affected by this virus. And one of the conditions listed is obesity, meaning a BMI over 40. Obesity is being listed right next to chronic lung diseases, serious heart conditions, in autoimmune compromised patients, especially those dealing with cancers and cancer treatments. So obesity is not just a drop in the bucket here. It's not a, maybe I'm a little worse for wear. It is listed as a serious high-risk condition when in relation to COVID-19. Now, if you have a hard time breathing normally, going up a flight of stairs because you fall in the obese category and have excess fat around your heart and lungs, it should be noted that COVID-19 is targeting the respiratory system and the lungs. It's not going to make it easier for you, by any means. Obesity is already a major problem for healthcare professionals. An obese patient is very hard to intubate, if that doctor even chooses the risk to intubate an obese patient. And when someone's obese and has so much extra fat stored within their body, it is incredibly hard to get diagnostic imagery done of the lungs. Recently, there was a 3D model released of a scan of someone's lungs that was experiencing COVID-19. That would be next to impossible for an obese patient to receive that type of imaging. Obese patients pose their own kind of problems in the healthcare setting, which generally requires more specialized and expensive equipment to fit their bodies. And right now, hospitals in major cities are already over capacity and underfunded. They're having a hard enough time getting the basic necessities right now during this pandemic, let alone specialty care. Recently, a report out of the ICU National Center and Audit Resource from within the UK found that over 64% of their COVID-19 patients were in the intensive care unit. 64% of their ICU patients were obese. That is no small number. This whole COVID-19 doesn't discriminate and affects us all in the same way was meant to be a direct response to the xenophobia that was happening when it was still known as the Chinese virus or the Wuhan virus. It was not meant to mask the fact that obesity is a high risk factor for this virus. People that are doing this are dangerous. They are tricking people into a false sense of security during a very important pandemic. And that's not acceptable. Now, I don't want to come across as all doom and gloom, but this is a serious issue, and people are either treating it very lightly or they're purposely trying to mask the seriousness of the situation, and neither are acceptable risks right now. The best thing that someone like you or I can do is to social distance, stay at home, limit grocery trips as much as you can, and that's the best way we can protect our most vulnerable populations, like the elderly, obese people, autoimmune compromised persons. Stay home. Stay safe. It's our direction from the CDC right now. It's the direction from many government health agencies. What do you guys think of people purposely spreading misinformation online right now during this pandemic? Are you seeing more fat acceptance posts than usual? Are you seeing more justifications for lazy and unfavorable behavior? I'm seeing a mixed bag when it comes to the different social medias I follow. So I'd love to know what you guys think. Again, my name is Wholesome Vigilante. You can follow me on Instagram and on Discord. I hope you guys have a safe and great day. And remember to do better and be better.